Welcome to the Business Mumma podcast, where we chat about creating a business that supports and flows with your family and with your life, not the other way around. Hi, I'm your host, Annalise Swan. I'm a marketing agency owner and a mother of 3 little ones. I'll be bringing you conversations with successful women in business, as well as practical marketing strategies and tips that you can action right away. So let's get into it.
Do you think it's possible to change your life in just 1 hour a day? Think about your goals in each area of your life, your relationship, your health, your business, and that thing that you want to learn. All of them, all of them can be transformed with dedicated focus of just 1 hour a day. Imagine how much your relationship would flourish if you put aside 7 hours a week to work on it, to communicate and reconnect and do something fun and be intimate. Would it look a little bit different to the way that it does now? What about your health? If you spent an hour a day prepping your meals and moving your body, do you think that your health would improve? Yes, you bet it would, right? If this is an area, though, that you struggle with or that you haven't been dedicated to maintaining, then you are going to be absolutely blown away by the energy and vitality and self confidence that you feel when you start consistently looking after your body. This area is such a vital piece of the entrepreneurial puzzle. Your good physical well being is the one thing that, when it is in place, makes everything else easier. Like, really hear that. This is like the domino that knocks down all the other dominoes. We really need to shift the view that eating well and exercising is about the way that we look or about fitting into our clothes. That is such a small piece of it. I heard the saying a while ago, and it keeps coming up lately, that muscles are made in the gym, but kilos are lost in the kitchen. Now, this is absolutely true, but it doesn't talk about how caring about and conditioning our bodies physically impacts the rest of our health, specifically our mental health. So, spending an hour a day on this is the best time in the bank that you could ever spend, because not only are you looking after your body, you're also conditioning your mind. So imagine an hour a day working on your mindset. Entrepreneurial or business success, whatever you want to call it, is nearly all mindset. Mindset over mechanics every single time, all day, every day. Our mindset determines the moves we're willing to make. If we have an abundant, positive, self confident state of mind that can come from exercising, and of course other things, how much more likely are we to take risks and make bold moves and call that person and put ourselves out there? Our mindset determines our action, and we don't get anywhere without action. But the big caveat here is that we need space to take action. So, how do we get the space? Well, that's in the mechanics that we'll talk about later, but we need the mindset in order to get to that point. How about what about how an hour a day could impact your business? I'm not talking here about busy work. We're all probably guilty of doing things, so many things that no one ever sees or cares about in our businesses. These things, they do not move the needle. And if they don't move the needle, then why are we doing them? We really need to stop and eliminate the things that don't absolutely have to be done. We need to automate the things that can be, or batch them, and delegate everything that you yourself do not have to do. But that's a podcast for another time. So, if you're spending an hour a day on revenue generating activities, how much would that change your business? I'm talking about getting out there and speaking to your ideal clients, communicating with decision makers, booking consultations, getting on podcasts, getting booked in media, the things that actually are going to bring money into your business. not just sitting behind a computer screen playing on Canva or tweaking your strategy for the 14th time or perfecting that blog post for hours on end. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about an hour on specific, focused activity on the right things, the hard things. And you know what I'm talking about. If you've been in business for a little while, or even if you haven't, you'll know the things that are going to bring money into your business. The thing is that most of us love our craft. We love creating or coaching or graphic design or whatever your thing is. We love it and we're good at it, and that is why we started our business. But your thing, unless it's marketing like me, is not the thing that's going to get you in front of and seen by your ideal audience. It is an entirely new skill set. And once that it's one that most people that I speak with don't love. But we need to change this perspective. We need to really start to love sales and marketing and work on our mindset around that area and work on our skills in that area. Because if we don't, we are going to struggle and fail. I heard this horrifying statistic the other week that 95% of businesses fail. 95%. Now, I don't know how accurate that is because the official stats in Australia say 60%, but I'm sure a lot of the smaller or micro businesses aren't represented in that 60%. So anywhere between 60 and 95% anyway is still awful and too many. Now, the primary reason for this is cash flow, but without the sales and marketing, we cannot make money. And if we're not making money, then we don't have a business, period. And that's not good. So imagine an hour on sales and marketing every day, an hour on the things that matter. Do you think that you would start to see more traction in your business? Do you think that you would start making more money? Do you think that your profit margin would go up? I think it would. In fact, I know it would. An hour a day on the right things is so powerful, and it doesn't matter what area of your business or your life that we're talking about here, but getting clear on what your priorities really are, not just what you say that they are. And this is reflected quite honestly in the time that you carve out for it, the time that you make, not the dreams that you have. And I know this can be a little bit rough to hear, but it's the truth that you cannot call something a priority if you are not making time for it. So reassess. What are your priorities going to be in 2020? And does your calendar reflect that? If you say that your priorities are health and family and business, can you see those things clearly time blocked in your calendar? Pro tip, you should be able to. If you can't, my challenge to you is to totally scrub out everything on your calendar, like wipe it clean, everything, and start again. Put your priorities in first and then work everything else around that. Yes, there's some things that you probably can't move, like school drop off and things like that, but you could potentially do before or after school care. But yes, I realize that you may have other commitments in there, especially for now that you might not be able to change until, a certain amount of time. But ask yourself if it is really something that you should be committing to or that you really cannot change before you put it back on your calendar. Don't just assume that it is stuck that way because there may be another way. So, if you'd like to take it a few steps further and plan out your ideal week together and craft your business model around that, and then set up some solid mechanics to achieve your income goals in 2020, then you, my friend, need to register for our 5-day Thrive Challenge starting on the 10th of Feb. It's happening live in our private Facebook group, Business Mummas, and you can register right now at mumma.digital/challenge. If you want to set yourself up to thrive in 2020 and achieve significant breakthroughs in your health and in your business, then you do not want to miss this. We're going through the practical steps that you need to take to make this happen, and myself and my team will be with you every step of the way. Don't let your dreams and your goals for the new year dwindle at that 6-week mark. I think we all start strong at that kind of January, Feb, and then it starts to kind of dribble off. Let's not do that. Let's move forward into the new year really strong. You can register again at mumma.digital/challenge. challenge. We cannot wait to work with you and send you into 2020 with clarity and focus on your goals and a real actionable plan to achieve them. All right, that's it from me. I will see you next week. Have a great holiday break. I think this will be published just maybe even Christmas Eve. So have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas from all of us here at Mumma Digital, and we will see you on the flip side in the new year. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Business Mumma podcast. I hope you got some actionable tips that you can implement in your business right away. Please, please, please rate and subscribe, and then head on over to mumma.digital to continue the conversation and let me know what you thought. Have a really wonderful week, and if you'd like to come and say hi, come to our Facebook group, Business Mummas. See you there.